Hello Pokemon trainers, and welcome to another episode of the Pokemon Safari Guide. Today we will be talking about Mandibuzz, which has been used a lot in Season 3 of the Pokemon Draft League. It is used on Devlin's team, and it was also used in my Dark-type gym. And it did very well in my Dark-type gym. It helped out against a lot of opponents, and it did, decent damage. This is another one of those toxic users that I like to run on a lot of my teams. It's just great typing, great stats, and the ability to use Toxic and Roost is just too useful and too opportunistic to pass up. So without further ado, Mandibuzz, Galar number 284, National number 630. Mandibuzz is known as the Bone Vulture Pokemon, and it evolves from Volibee at level 54. It was first introduced in Pokemon Black and White, which was an okay game as far as the generations go. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, but I like it. Type Primary Dark, Secondary Flying. It has weaknesses to Electric, Ice, Rock, and Fairy, but it has 2 immunities to Ground and Psychic, with resistances to Grass, Ghost, and Dark. You can pause now if you'd like to read these Pokedex entries, but basically it just says that Mandibuzz is really creepy and likes to make its nests out of bones and decorate its hair with bones, and pretty much just got a weird fascination with bones. So it's pretty much all there is to Mandibuzz. It's a bird, and it likes bones. It has 3 different abilities that it can have. The first being Big Pecs, which protects the Pokemon from defense lowering effects. Not too often are people trying to lower your defense. Occasionally it comes around, but not that often. Overcoat, which I think is the most useful, is it protects your Pokemon from things like sand, hail, and powder. So it can't be sleep powder, poison powder, stun spore. None of those work on it. Neither does rage powder, which is very important. It's a great counter to Butterfree. Its hidden ability is weak armor. Basically, you get hit with a physical attack, and your defense lowers, but your speed is sharply raised. He's not really that useful of an attacking Pokemon, so I don't think weak armor is that great. But he has a good base stat total of 510, with super high HP and defense and special defense combined, and a pretty good speed stat. So there's not much to complain about. He's basically just a tank. This is what I call the bedrock build, because the Flintstones, and he's got the bone and stuff. He looks like a Flintstones character. So leftovers, Toxic, Protect, Roost, and Foul Play. One of classic Toxic builds. You just get them with it early, and then you Protect, then you Roost, then you Protect, then you Roost, then you Foul Play. You just be super annoying with it. You can stall. You want to put all of your EVs into HP. You can put some into defense and some into special defense. Just kind of depending on what you think you're going to go up against. You can kind of move those around as you want. You can maximize defense or maximize special defense. Either way, maximizing special defense isn't bad because the main thing you're going to get hit with is electric types most of the time. So being able to absorb some of those hits is pretty useful. So you might want to consider that. The focus is just a Toxic stall. An alternative item that you could use is heavy duty boots, and with that you could use defog. He's a great defog user. Other alternative moves, knockoff is useful rather than foul play. If you want to knock off a leftovers on the opponent, or just kind of be kind of annoying. Plus knockoff gets double damage most of the time because almost everybody has an item, and it has stab because it's Mandibuzz. U-turn, pretty useful. Get a Toxic, Protect, then you Roost, then you U-turn, and they are pretty mad. Save your Mandibuzz for another day. Brave Bird, I wouldn't run this, but it is an option. Fly, definitely an option. Gets the stab, and while you just use toxic on them, so you just take yourself out of the equation for a little bit. Just fly up and be like, see you later when you're got half health. Pluck, pretty useful if you know that your opponent's probably going to have a berry. It's pretty useful. Steel Wing, that's just for type coverage, for rock types which you're weak to. Tailwind is very useful, good team support. Substitute, you could use that rather than protect if you wanted to. And then finally Whirlwind, you could toxic them, protect, roost, and then you could send them on their way so that you can toxic another Pokemon. Pretty annoying, so yeah, I like Mandibuzz a lot. Very fun to play with. I love playing with toxic. It's really annoying to other trainers, and I get that, but I like to do it. This has been a product of Couch Pilot Games. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Couch Pilot Games, or join us on Facebook, where you can get updates on all things dealing with couch aviation. You could also join our Pokemon Draft League Facebook group and talk to our trainers, our administrators, and our Couch Pilot creators. Set up scrimmages. You could tell us what you like, dislike, what we can do better to serve the community. But yeah, we are so happy to provide this information for you, and we hope that you guys are enjoying our videos. Make sure to tune in to the competitive draft league, because we're in season 6 of it, and it is heating up very quickly. We're getting very close to crowning a Oklahoma League champion, and you're definitely going to want to be around whenever that happens. So tune into that, and again, thank you so much for supporting Couch Pilot Games. Goodbye.